My name is Rick Brantley. I recently retired from the Navy. I now fly the Embraer 145 as a first officer here at Trans-States Airlines. I had the opportunity to go serve in a commanding officer role in Raleigh, North Carolina. So it taken me out of the cockpit for about 5 years, but got to fly for about 16. When I first got out, I hadn't flown for years at that point, and so my last 2 tours, about 5 years worth of that, were not flying, and then about 3 years on the outside. So we're talking about a guy who hasn't flown in 8 years, coming back and sort of realizing a dream here. I didn't think the industry was going to be receptive, and then was really surprised at just how receptive the industry was. I did apply to a number of airlines. I think the number was 7 or 8 or so, and received calls from all of them asking me to come up for interview. But after coming here to Trans-States and interviewing, it really just kind of sealed the deal for me. I had read and heard about the stability of this company, and even, frankly, about the level of difficulty within the program. That this was not an easy program to get through, and that if you make it here, that's a real proving ground. I was looking for a challenge, not just an easy open door. It's never just one thing that you're looking for when you're applying for a position somewhere, and I mean, I don't think the airline industry is any different, but in this particular case, you feel like you're part of an organization that cares. I felt this is a place where I think I'm going to be right at home. But of course, there's other factors involved. There was a contract already in place here in terms of salary and that kind of thing. It was very competitive. And then also basing was very important. You know, I had heard numbers anywhere from 2 to 6 months of reserve. In my experience, I didn't even serve a full month on reserve before I picked up a line. You find a culture you're happy with, you find an income that's competitive, and the location, that's sort of a trifecta that, you know, it's really hard to ignore. Coming out of the military, we definitely have a focus on camaraderie, on mentorship. When you look at a military unit, these are a group of people, you know, not to be melodramatic, but your lives depend on one another. I think a lot of other, you know, retired military pilots are maybe in a similar situation to me, and maybe just some other people who haven't flown in a while, they're going to find that culture here attractive. To know that you come into a place, people know you're new to the environment, they know you're new to that organization, and they're going to teach you the organization. You're going to find captains that want to train FOs. They want to make sure that that pilot that's sitting next to them in the right seat is well trained and is going to do a good job for them, and they're going to mentor them through that process. That is straight out of that military culture. You find somebody that's reaching out to you that is willing to train and spend time with you. It really sealed the deal on the mentorship piece. And then in terms of that culture that I saw once I got here, people were willing to step in, help you understand a new system, a new benefits program, a new scheduling program. All this is what I was used to in the military. So my message would be to those folks out there who, military or otherwise, who haven't flown in a while, give Trans-States a call so we can start educating you on the process. This is not out of reach.